Watch your mouth. It's the perfect time to be transformed. I'm Mike Morrison with 2 minutes of insight and inspiration. Welcome to 2-Minute Transformation. David prayed to the Lord, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight." It's not just what comes out of our mouth, but what is stored in our hearts that is important. We're told in the Word that it is from the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. Transformation must begin in the heart, but it cannot end there. The transforming power of God must consume the heart and pour forth into every area of our life, disciplining and training our thoughts, our words, and our actions. This is personal discipleship at its best. If we allow God to just inhabit us to salvation, that cheap, easy Sunday morning believism, we will never enjoy the fullness of glorious transformation. James chapter 3 verses 10 and 11 state, "Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring send forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening?" James tells us that we should not have a speech problem as believers. Don't get me wrong. I think we all say things from time to time that we rather wish we hadn't. But when our conversations are dominated by language that is unholy and reflect an attitude that is unholy, then what James is telling us needs to be taken to heart. Literally, if what's coming out of my mouth is unholy, then what is consuming my heart is unholy. He compares our speech to a spring and asks if a spring can produce fresh and undrinkable water to the same opening. The answer is, of course not. So in effect, our mouths produce a type of fruit. Have you ever heard of a persimmon? I ate one once, and while I've heard that the Asian variety can be very sweet when fully ripe, the American variety is not always so. It was too bitter for me to even chew. A sweet apple, on the other hand, is a different story altogether. What kind of fruit's falling from the branch when you open your mouth? Is it sweet as honey or bitter and unholy? Whatever it is a reflection of what is in your heart. So speak sweet and be transformed.